to say welcome and good afternoon. Welcome to those who are here live and those who may be watching online, to all of the Golden Bear Nation that is out there. This indeed is an exciting time as we start a new era in Clinton College Golden Bear athletics. And the purpose of our press conference today is to introduce our new athletic director. I bet you thought I was going to give you that name, but no, you still have to wait. But it is exciting. We did a thorough search with the support of our president. And I will tell you, we are extremely excited and I believe fortunate to have found the person to lead us into the next era of our athletic department. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to the 13th president of Clinton College, Dr. Lester A. McCorn.
Thank you, Dr. Brown. Good afternoon to all of you who are present and for those of you who are watching online. As we like to say around here, it's a great day to be a Golden Bear. And we are so excited about the future after an outstanding season, a historic season for athletics here at Clinton College. We decided we could not rest on our laurels, that we had to go to the next level. And that included getting top talent as an athletic director. It's one thing to recruit great athletes, but if you don't have leadership at the top, your success will be very limited. And so because we're raising the ceiling in more ways than one, I'm happy today that we're making history by appointing the first woman athletic director in the history of Clinton College. We are happy today to welcome Daphne Johnson officially, even though she's been around these parts for a little while and she certainly made herself at home. But today it is proper and fitting that we present her to the community. She served as the assistant women's basketball coach at Regent University and also served as a senior woman administrator of athletics, associate head women's basketball coach, and a head coach for men's and women's cross country at Elizabeth City State University. She is steeped in the tradition of historically Black colleges and university, being an alum of Livingstone and Elizabeth City State University. When we posted this online, all of those folks from Elizabeth City had something to say. They confirmed that we had made an outstanding choice. We are glad that she comes to us after a stellar record in athletics in several different fields and will provide the kind of leadership that is necessary. Not only is it important for us as an HBCU, as an emerging institution of higher education, but as a Christian school that stands on ethics, morals, and values, we also thought it would be important to find a person who represents that in her character and the way that she carries herself. And she has already proven that in the short time that she's been on this campus. And so without further ado, it is my pleasure, privilege, and honor to present to you the new athletic director of Clinton College, Ms. Daphne Johnson.
Wow. My president, he's tall, right? It is indeed to be amongst my colleagues on today. And it is a great day to be a Golden Bear here at Clinton College. I am excited, I'm ecstatic, and I want to give God the glory, for without him, this will not be possible. I want to thank Dr. Brown for affording me this opportunity, and certainly last but not least, the greatest president on this side of heaven, Dr. Lester McCorn. I don't want to go to church, but when the Holy Ghost come in the room, Dr. McCorn, I thank you. Thank you, Dr. Brown, for this opportunity. And to my colleagues, to the Clinton College alumni and family, thank you for allowing me to join you on this journey. We are now connected as family. You won't be able to get rid of me now. I will be forever connected to Clinton College. I am here, as I've stated before, to the athletic department, to my colleagues. I'm here to add to and not take away. I am here to lead leaders, to help motivate them to lead future leaders, our student athletes. While I serve you as your athletic director, the first female athletic director, know this, that there is leadership that runs through my blood. And I give honor to my mother, the late, great Martha Johnson Sherman. I give honor to my father in his absence, Mr. Elmer Sherman, and to my siblings. I give honor to them. Without their support, this day would not be possible. I want to acknowledge a special person that definitely inspired me to become an athletic director, and that is the Dr. Carolyn Anderson, a graduate of Livingstone College and emeritus professor at Winston-Salem University, and she is also my Soror of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. I would not be able to stand here without women that have connected, have joined me on this journey, such as the great CIAA Commissioner, Jackie McWilliams. I give honor to her. She inspired me every day that I had the opportunity to work as a senior woman administrator at Elizabeth City State University. And I certainly cannot omit Dr. Carrie Dixon of Elizabeth City State University for her guidance and her tutelage as I served as the SWA there at Elizabeth City State University. Now you ask, what are you going to do, A.D. Johnson, while you serve here at Clinton College? I'm glad you asked. We're going to implement some additional sports. We have introduced, and some of our volleyball players are here today, the inaugural season of women's volleyball, and they're already making noise in the NCCAA. Yes, yes. This is going to be a great addition to athletics here at Clinton College. Our men's and women's basketball team has already laid the foundation of culture, championship culture, with the great, I call her Queen Blair, Jessica Blair as our head women's basketball coach. And our head men's basketball coach, he also wears another hat as the sports and information director, Dr. Oh, I'm saying doctor. I'm speaking it for you, sir. Yes. The one and only D. Frazier. Yes. Coach Charleston is in the house on today. Our first official volleyball coach. And we thank her for her leadership. Look forward to the Golden Bear Nation. We're not just going to sneak up on you. We're going to come and make some noise. I've already told some people and others to expect, right, Coach Blair, that we're coming not just to show up, but we're coming to win. And we're coming to lay down, tear down some barriers, because we are a hidden gem, GEM, in this corner of South Carolina. But on today, I serve notice that we are here to stand proud as representation of Clinton College Bears, Golden Bears. We're not the Blue Bears, we're the Golden Bears. So I also urge our alumni, our family and friends, I am a fundraising AD. So let me give you the address to this wonderful, illustrious college. And you can send your donations to 1029 Crawford Road, that is, Rock Hill, South Carolina, 29730. Do I need to repeat that address? Go on our line, online to Clinton College, and you write in that line, that memo line says Clinton College Athletic Department. That is 1029 Crawford Road, Rock Hill, South Carolina, 29730. And my president does love peach cobbler pie. Again, I want to thank you for this opportunity. Join in with us as we surge forth, moving forward to set the trend of a championship culture here at Clinton College. I thank you.
Please let me check and see if I got some eligibility. I mean, if I was a student athlete right now, I'm trying to figure out where do I sign up? I mean, I get an AD like this, I get a coach like that, I get a coach. Are you kidding me? This is the best place on earth to be right now. Indeed, it is a great time to be a Golden Bear. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a few minutes and just kind of delve into a little bit more about the vision for athletics. We're going to start off with our president, who again was very instrumental in our search. And I'm grateful for that, right? Some presidents, the only thing they know about sports is where the press box is and the good food. But no, our president, he comes, he watches, he cheers. He knows what he's talking about. So I'm going to ask Dr. Mccorn, what stood out about Miss Johnson, A.D. Johnson? What stood out?
Well, I think it's obvious after hearing her today. Let's see if this mic is working. Testing. I think it's obvious after the spirit that she exhibited today. It comes clear that she's passionate about serving in this position. She saw the big picture as we interviewed, and we had a lot of candidates that we talked to. We wanted to make sure that it was a person that really understood the unique role that HBCUs play, right? It's not just a game. This is life. And we're really concerned, and I hope our athletes feel that we're concerned about their total being. That's why we emphasize student athletes. And so part of our vetting was to get clarity from candidates that they understood that and didn't just give empty words and promises, but you could feel that it was a real commitment to that. And then the second thing I would add was around leadership. As everyone knows, I'm a real stickler about leadership. I think it is something that we take for granted in our society, and we've had so many poor examples of leadership from the top all the way down. And it's so important to find leaders with integrity, with character, with consistency, with integrity. All those things are really, really important. And so we tried as best as we could. I think we did Zoom interviews. So, it's not the same as being in person, but I think we asked enough delving questions to kind of get to that. And I think we all came away feeling that A.D. Johnson represented what we were looking for the program. So we're just so excited to have, as we like to say, the right fit at Clinton College.
Right. Thank you. We mentioned leadership and what A.D. Johnson brings to the table. So I'm going to ask A.D. Johnson, what lessons do you have in store for our student athletes, for your coaching staff when it comes to leadership? And the fact, again, that you are the first female, that has held this position. So that in itself presents itself to that role. So if you want to talk a little bit about that.
Certainly, Dr. Brown. First and foremost, student athlete. That's first. Our student athletes will know the expectation from A.D. Johnson, the athletic department. I never want to make a decision to take away play, but I am Mother Hawk, and your parents have sent you here, and I am mandated, along with the coaches, that you have a great college experience. First and foremost, you're here to come, matriculate through this college where you'll walk across the stage to shake Dr. McCorn's hand with your degree. I don't want one student athlete to say they came to Clinton College for 4 years and played a sport. But what did you do while you were there other than playing a sport? What did you gain to take out into society? Something that no one can ever take away from you is knowledge. When we have knowledge, we have power. And alongside with our coaches, I expect leadership. The bar has been set. There's no room for improvising. We have to be able to motivate these students and prepare them for the future.
Great. So when we talk about the future, what do you see that looking like specifically for athletics? What do you think's around the corner, around the horizon?
I love that topic, Dr. Brown.
I know.
Yes.
I know.
Because I'll have Dr. Brown on a phone call for 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours.
Yes.
So I'm excited. for the opportunity that Clinton College Athletics has. If you missed this opportunity, shame on you. We are looking to implement several sports such as cross country, men's and women's cross country, golf. We're looking to implement baseball, softball as well. Baseball was a sport that our grandparents grew up on. And for some reason, it has just removed itself from the Black community. So joining in with the Major League Baseball initiative to basically represent Black players to the HBCU. And so I'm looking forward to implementing these sports here at Clinton College. I'm looking forward to helping the student athletes come here and honing down that this is home. And when they graduate, they'll leave here boasting proudly that I am a Clinton College Bear, Golden Bear, and that markets the college. And then they'll be able to send future student athletes back to this university. I spoke university, doc. So yes, so that means that now we get the opportunity to serve another group of student athletes, right? And so with that being said, we're here for each student athlete. The future is bright for athletics here at Clinton College, and we're just excited and anticipating what's to come.
Absolutely. Again, it's just so exciting. Press, how important is athletics to a college? How really important is that?
Yeah, I don't think you can ever underestimate or understate the importance and relevance of athletics on a college campus. I know personally, I grew up as an athlete, and being a very poor kid, there were only a couple of constants in my life that kept me out of trouble, kept me off the streets. It was church, it was school, and it was sports. I mean, those three things saved me. And I played football, basketball, and baseball coming up. Baseball was my first love, actually. And you're right. I mean, we're not emphasizing it as much in the inner city. I think Major League Baseball is making some efforts now to revive baseball in the inner city. It's so important. But coming back to your question, because the aspect of sports includes so many key life skills, right? You're learning discipline, you're learning accountability, you're learning teamwork. I mean, it's important that we raise people who know how to get along with people, right? I mean, when you go out into the real world, you have to learn how to navigate and negotiate with other people who may not be like you, who may not have your same beliefs and values, and you have to learn how to get along with different people. And college and sports go hand in hand in that way. The obvious is that it creates a spirit on a campus. You know, when you all rally behind the team, it's like everybody is an athlete today, right? We may not be on the court, we may not be on the field, but on game day, we're all Golden Bears, right? We're all cheering, we're all a part of that. And it helps to unify a campus. And nothing helps to create a sense of pride than having a winning program, right? I mean, we're coming off the heels of what Coach Frazier and Coach Blair did last year was just incredible. And what our athletes did. So that gives you a sense of pride in your institution. You wear your letters proudly because you know what your team is able to accomplish. And the final thing I'll say is it helps with recruiting, right? You know, when you go out, and all universities and colleges understand this, that many of the students that you recruit will never play a sport, but because of their association with the sport, they want to be a part of that. Everybody wants to be a part of a winner, right? So we're in a good season right now at Clinton because we've had so much success building on this program. And the final thing I'll say about that, Dr. Brown, is it also helps us to make the case for people who would support the college when they can look at sports, because sometimes that's the only thing they'll see, right? As a representation of your team, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube or in an arena. I mean, we got to play in the Rock Hill Sports and Events Center last year. That was huge. So people who had never set foot on this campus got a chance to see us in that venue. And we are trying to build it. And so, AD Johnson, and to our coaches, we hope you'll hang in there. We're working really hard to raise money to build a first class athletic complex
Mhm.
called the Beacon Center. That's our goal. And we've done great in this. I mean, this gym, in the 5 years I've been here, and Coach Blair, you played here, Coach Frazier, you played here, when there were dead spots all over the floor. You would bounce the ball in one place and the ball wouldn't come back up again, right? I'm not exaggerating, am I? And so, since I've been here, this beautiful new floor put down, these new bleachers over here, new scoreboard, new scorer's table. I mean, all of the amenities that you can try to bring in a limited facility. Like, we don't have the big fancy facilities that these other big schools have, but let's do the best with what we have. That's what our ancestors taught us. Our ancestors never made excuses for what they didn't have,
Mhm.
right? You always looked your best and did your best with whatever you had. And that's what we've done here at Clinton. Until we can build the Beacon Center, we're going to make this gym the best gym it can be for a winning program at Clinton College. So I know I went all around the bush there, but I wanted to get that in there so that people would get a sense of how important athletics is to any institution of higher education.
Absolutely. Um, I want you to hold on to the mic because this is A.D. Johnson's first season here. And you were
Yeah.
talking about, okay, we don't have the big fancy facility, but you know what we do have. So, Press, would you kind of describe what a game day is going to be? Because you have been part of them. So you're describing it to our listeners, to people
Yeah.
who may just be tuning in, what they can expect when they do walk into our gym.
Well, Dr. Brown, we talked about it. I just said to Mr. Ingram, because he was not here for the scrimmage that the women's volleyball team
Mhm.
had. And I said, we're going to have a good problem this year. We don't have enough space in here. And the energy was electric. Last week, I went home to change clothes and get ready for the game, grab a bite to eat. I pulled up here. The game was at 6 o'clock. I got here at 5:45. The parking lots were jam packed. There are
Mhm.
cars all over the place. I'm like, what in the world is going on over here? This is just a scrimmage, right? And the energy was just electrifying when I came into the gym, and it was mostly us, right? That's the beautiful thing. Like, this was the Clinton family showing up for family and rooting the team on. I think we got spoiled. See, Frazier, Blair, y'all spoiled us last year. So we expect to win, right? We come in with a winning attitude. And then when you add people in the community, a woman stopped me on the way out of the game. And she said to me, she said, I'm not anybody special. I just live in the community, but I've been watching what's happening at Clinton College and I love it. And she said, count me in. I'm a neighborhood resident, but I see what's happening. I'm going to be coming to games. I'm going to be rooting for this team. That's what you want, right? So that atmosphere is certainly happening here. Friends are telling friends, and people are coming out to these games. And we have to, and I think to your point, Dr. Brown, we have got to maintain home court advantage. This is my chance to put the word in. Don't give up now, because there's nothing like that home court advantage. You become, whatever sport it is. How many players in volleyball? Six. So we're the seventh player, right?
That's
We're
right.
in volleyball. We're the seventh man or the seventh woman. We get out there cheering. Did y'all see Serena last night?
Ooh,
Oh my
you gotta
God.
give it up for
Give
the
it up
goat,
for
right?
Serena.
Give it up for the goat.
And I could be wrong, but I think Serena won because she won the crowd last night.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the whole arena was rooting for Serena last night, and it became the wind beneath her wings. She gave it all in that first set, went down in the second set, and you said, oh, momentum is shifting. No, the fans would not let her give up. They got behind her and pushed her, and she won that third set going away. That's what we want here, right? We want that kind of energy and excitement to push the team. And when you got an AD like this,
That's right.
it's contagious, right? You got coaches like this, it's contagious. So people want to be a part of this kind of program. So again, whether you're an athlete or not, you want to be a part of a winning program.
That's right. A.D. Johnson. So, how will you promote our athletic department along with advancing the college itself?
That's a great question, Dr. Brown. First and foremost, you have to start home. We have to support us, right? HBCUs were built and founded for us, right? We can't expect Oprah Winfrey or Michael Jordan to give to everybody, right? We have to start with ourselves first. That's why I'm an advocate of fundraising. Yes, you have to have the passion for fundraising, and you have to see the bigger picture regarding why we commit to fundraising, and just to be able to gravitate and take hold of why are we here? What is your why? What is my why here at Clinton College? And that is to serve, right? Not to short anything, to at least attempt to cross every T and dot every I. Yes, sometimes we miss it, but the maturity behind it is you catch it and then you make things better, right? And so with the forerunner of fundraising and starting with us and then going out into the community, Dr. Brown, to make my face prevalent, I was huge on it was a decision for my family and I to decide, am I going to reside in Charlotte or I'm going to reside in Rock Hill? And I said, if I'm going to lead this department, I'm the face of athletics. I need to live amongst the people. And that was my base. I based my decision off of living in Rock Hill because when I walk downtown, my daughter and I, Derlacia, I want them to know. And when I proudly wear Clinton College paraphernalia, I want to know I want them to know who I am. And then I'm going to ask you for your support.
Absolutely. I want you to keep the mic. Just about to wrap it up, but I want you to give your best recruiting pitch, right now. And then I'm going to have Prez close it out with any kind of final words that he would like to say.
Awesome. Put me on the spot, Dr. Brown.
Oh, you got it.
If you want to become, then Clinton is the place for you. I stood on the shoulders, the pillars of someone else that paved the way, that died for us to have an opportunity of this free education, just like salvation is free. I always got to go back to the word because the word is in me, right? So if you want to become a lady, I represent such. I am an athlete on the court, but off the court, we're ladies. Teaching young men how to be gents, because at this college, you might meet your spouse. You just might. And teaching you how to handle yourself, the expectation of being a Clinton College bear. Now, you can go down the street to Winthrop, but I got that love in me that I'm going to give, and you're going to feel it every day of your life. You're not just a number. You're part of a family. And so when you wear those colors of Clinton College and you look at other colleges, you wear it proudly. You boast about your college and you boast about your professors, what you're receiving, what you will receive at Clinton College. For sure, you know you're going to receive love. You know you're going to receive education. And you know that we're going to make sure that you have every resource to walk across that stage with a degree. That's going to be the difference, that I sit in your parents' home and tell them, hand your child over to me because I'm going to cover them for 4 years. I'm going to give you 4, not 10, 4, that they're going to graduate. And then once you graduate, it is your duty to give back to your illustrious college that so much gave to you.
Awesome. Again, where do I sign up?
Right.
Where do I sign up? I mean, just amazing presentation. I think all of our student athletes, our coaches, all of our supporters should just really be looking forward to an outstanding, not just a season, but what's yet to come throughout your tenure here. So I'm going to turn over our final words and comments over to Dr. Mccorn.
Thank you, Dr. Brown, and welcome again, AD Johnson. We're just so thrilled to have you. We're excited about the future. We can see greatness on the horizon in every sense of the word for everything we do on this campus. So we're glad to have you a part of that. I want to celebrate these student athletes, our coaches who are here, and our staff that are consistent supporters of these student athletes and of this program. Thank you for being here. And we're just looking forward. As I said, we're spoiled. So we expect nothing but championships. I put Frazier and Blair on the hot seat last year. I blasted them, and they looked kind of scared when I said that, but they performed. They did it. They did it. They did it. And we're just so proud of them, and we expect that. Finally, I want to say, I'm when I heard you talk about new sports, I'm really excited about that. I mean, I can see the potential there. I went to a Charlotte FC soccer game about a month ago, and I mean, soccer is just so amazing. I mean, it's a global sport. It's a global sport, so that gives you an opportunity to attract international students. And wouldn't it be great to have more international students on this campus? And it too is a sport that is just growing in leaps and bounds, and we could grow the student body alongside that. So yeah, with all of these sports, and Rock Hill is becoming a niche in the sports industry. I mean, it's carving out its own little niche. In addition to the Sports and Event Center, you got that amazing soccer complex in the city, and great parks. And in fact, we've got a park near us that's about to be developed, Carroll Park, where we could have additional sports. So the potential here is just enormous. And we've got the right people on the bus to make all of this happen. So finally, thank you all for being here. And thank you to our supporters who are online. We hope that you'll stay with us and follow us at clintoncollege.edu. Find us on Facebook and on YouTube. We have a Clinton Golden Bears YouTube page. Go there and support that, and look forward to great seasons here at Clinton College. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Before we leave, I do want to take advantage of this opportunity and let you all know our women's volleyball team, they play tonight. They play tonight at 6:00 p.m. here in this illustrious gym. We do know it is home court advantage here. And tonight is whiteout night. Okay, whiteout night. So make sure you wear your white and come support our women's volleyball team. All right, go Bear Nation.